Okay, we're back, and you can see we're on the same run, same score, same gold. And even though we have some gold, I'm not going to go into the reliquary because I want to get the Abyss on a Budget achievement for this run. So even though, right now we have an empty quiver of Barrage of Needles and a full quiver of Winter's Bite, I'm still gonna, we're still gonna bypass the store because I can do the Asmodeus fight without any specials, and we have a Winter's Bite, and I might throw that in there. I'm not sure. A lot of times when I try to incorporate special arrows and I've been just doing regular arrows, it kind of messes you up or you get dependent on it. And we actually saw that in the Anakin fight, where I was sort of overly reliant on Winter's Bite and I didn't take out the monks when I could have, and it sort of and we got into trouble. So all right, so Asmodeus, again, just like the other two levels, we're going to travel straight to Asmodeus without engaging any enemies, or not intentionally anyway. And then we're going to fight him with just whatever arrows we have. It's mostly just a regular arrow. Again, if we can use Winter's Bite, okay. My record on Asmodeus with regular arrows is about 100%. But the trouble that I have been having is getting it to where I don't lose, I don't get hit. So that's where the problem is. And I'm getting closer and closer. But anyway, that's to set the stage. So I don't really have expectations that I'm going to get Abyss Mastery on this run. But you never know. The video's on, and sometimes when you're on stage and performing, you do a lot better than the rehearsals. So let's just try it out and see what happens. Now, if I get hit during the navigation, I'll be really kind of not happy. And this is and another one. Wow. Okay. That usually doesn't happen. Alright, so we need to go pretty fast and not dawdle. Okay. I'm pushing the arrow select between each navigation to give us the maximum time between each jump. Okay. And then over here, we're already there at the bottom. And sometimes I'll get one or two to follow me here, but it doesn't look like that's happening this time. Okay. Okay. I'm just resetting my play area here. All right. All right, so made it to the first platform. The Abyss navigation is pretty simple. You just go up on the roofs. Often there's only one way to go. I have not done a separate video on this. You just have to run it a few times yourself, and I think you'll get to where you'll be able to navigate this. The important part is not to miss anything. And I hear a little okay, still okay. All right, come on. Okay, come on. All right, there we go. Oh, and we got hit. Oh, we went down, and the arrow. What the heck is going on? We got hit twice. Oh, we must be near a summoner, so that's the problem. So that's just... Unfortunately, there's a summoner on the other side of this wall, so that's just sort of bad luck, and we got 3 hits. So, we're going to keep going anyway. Yeah, but that was just bad luck. Usually that doesn't happen, and that section I have to... There's no... That's like a necessary spot on the navigation. There was no way to go around it. So, and that's actually the first time that that's ever happened to me, but that's the way it goes. So, looks like we can't get Abyss Mastery at this point. Let's see what the... Yeah, so, see, since we're starting at 0%, even though after you beat Anakim, you will get Tempest. The thing is that we haven't ended a run yet, so none of those needles are none of those arrows are going to show up. So basically, of these sort of, we're stuck with these lame arrows, and the best one is Winter's Bite. That's actually an arrow that is useful. Barrage of Needles, I don't really use it because it takes more mental energy for me to switch to it than just using regular arrows. Okay, and then at this point, since it's not important, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot out all my Winter's Bite because I don't want the temptation of using it, and I want to know that I only have regular arrows. The other thing is that there's no there's no possibility of miskeying an arrow, which has happened before, and that sort of interrupts the flow that I have. So I usually train, like I said, with just regular arrows. Even with 3 health, I have gotten it down to where I'll lose just 1 health in the Asmodeus fight. So we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. There's nothing at stake now. The time trials, since we took a break, the time trial isn't even active either. So there's literally nothing at stake. Well, we're going to have to make a separate run for the Asmodeus, for the Abyss Mastery. Okay, so this is sort of like a practice run. We had bad luck because we had a summoner on the other side of the wall, and that's just the way it goes. Okay, so you notice usually you see a Blood of the Lamb on that platform, but again, this is our very first run on this platform, so there's no Blood of the Lamb. So we just go straight to the front and take on Asmodeus. All right, so here, if you've ever done this before, you know what the deal is. Pop a boil, and you'll get skulls coming at you. Okay, so we pop this boil, and then we shoot at the skulls. Okay, and I am not confident enough. I'm still doing slow-mo in between each one, and then here's a rock that we have to dodge. Now, if you're able to get the boils, then that interrupts his motion and you won't get a rock thrown at you. So sometimes you have to see like where his arms are, and then because he'll block okay, that's good. So he'll block your arrows from going into the boil. So yeah, whoops. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I did lose a life there, so that's not good. And I can usually get, so I miskeyed this special arrow. I miskeyed the arrow select, so they came in full speed, and so that's the problem. Some people do this at full speed, so it's a problem with relying too much on slow-mo. If you miskey it, you're sort of, stuck, and then I didn't realize it in time either to get out of the way of the skulls. All right, so for the next phase, the most dangerous part for me is the very first, like, there are 2 archers and a cupid. So I have to get up behind them so I don't get hit. I often, if I get hit, it's because it's right here that I get hit. Yeah, see, there we go. And I just got hit. There we go. And the cupid. All right, that's good. And there's another archer, and there's some cupids headed. So you gotta hide behind the cupid and hide from the cupids. And there's another archer. Okay, and then the cupids come, and then you can take them out. And hopefully the other cupid will show up at some point. Okay, I'm down to 1 life. So here's the last cupid, right? And then the incubus is going to show up at this point. Let's wait for the fireball. Okay, here we go. Take out the archer. Take out. Oh, these are too close together. Too close by. Whoops. Alright, so take out the archer, right? And then take out the incubus while looking at, well, dealing with the whatever. There's an abomination there. There's one that didn't die here. And, okay, that's good. And so we're home free here. Alright, so we have 2 lives left. That's not, well, we had a blood of the lamb reward. So this is not anywhere near mastery, is it? Yeah, because we're 4 down and we actually had a blood of the lamb back there. So, but you know, every run gives you new information, and there's no shame in, you know, not being able to make it. I try and when, you know, even if I know I'm not going to reach my goal, I try and do my runs, and you get, your success rate goes up on each run. You learn new things. These, you know, this here, it's, I think most people would agree is the easy part. So, you know, there's really no stress. You can use it as a rest time, right? And which is good, which is, you know, it's a good intermission for the next stage, because the next stage is also not easy, but I've been trying to develop strategies for it. And just like the previous stage, the most dangerous part for me is the very beginning. So what I've been trying to do is to get around, try to get, like right here, this is the most dangerous part for me. So now I'm behind the incubus, and if you hit the incubus, that will take care of him for a while. Okay, and it's like, where's the... So we've got that. Oh, and there we go. I knew that they were coming. They kind of snuck up on me. All right, so let's get close to these archers. Okay. Okay. Oh, such bad aim. Alright, so 2 more archers down there. let's try and deal with them. And then you have to watch. He's going to start throwing rocks. So I just want to deal with the archers first. No one behind me. Well, there is one. All right, here. Let's go all the way over here. Ah, shoot! And I got hit. Where is the archer? All right. So we're gonna wait for the archer. Oh, and I think I got hit by a rock. So I think it was an Asmo rock. All right. So we have some time here. So we're gonna try and hit the horns from back here. Wait for. Here we go. Here's a rock. Dodge. Okay. And let's try and just get through this section. And this one wants to come. Alright. Let's do this. So now we're again pretty far away from the abominations. And then we're going to dodge this rock. And we couldn't because we ran out of platform. So that was wholly unsuccessful. Well, that was, yeah. So that was a little bit, first of all, definitely not ready to do that fight. But we have these, we're already at 21% after the first run. And unfortunately, we can't go back to Asmodeus directly. We would have to go through the whole path again. So that is pretty unfortunate. We'd have to kind of basically repeat Purgatory Mastery and Paradise Lost Mastery to get to Anakin without loss of life. And at this point, you know, you could just grind this account up to 40%, which actually isn't that hard. But we already have the other masteries, but we'll try again getting through the 2 maps, going back to the Abyss, and taking another shot. We have some special arrows now that we can, for example, we have Tempest here, and we have Cataclysm, 2 very useful arrows in the Asmodeus fight. We can try to get those arrows during the boss fights before we get to Asmodeus, and then try and take him out there with Abyss Mastery. I will post this video as number 2 in the series, and then if we continue this run, not this run, but if we continue the series, I will pick up from this spot. So, thanks for watching, and I hope it was useful.